And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 7 of the NBN podcast, Nothing But Net, coming to you live from Bishop Gorman High School in Las Vegas as we just ended the 2025 Pangos All-American Camp. And I have alongside with me here one of the co-MVPs, Kaiden Bailey from Santa Margarita High School, along with my co-host, Dinos Trigonis, DT. So how'd you like the camp?
Solid camp. We're here with the co-MVP, had a tremendous performance, putting up huge numbers, averaged I think 21.5 points a game, 8.8 rebounds, and 9.5 assists for a camp that's pretty amazing statistic. Had 2 triple-doubles, including a 30-point triple-double this morning.
Okay.
Well-deserved and really made a statement as one of the top guards in the country. What's your thoughts?
Mine? Well, Kaiden Bailey along with Quinn Costello. I saw Costello on court 1 because that's where you had me assigned more than I did Kaiden, but I was watching Kaiden on the other court 2, and he played in the All-Star game as well. Hey, I'm not ever surprised by anything this guy does, you know. He reminds me of myself back in the day as far as being dedicated to the game. I talked to his dad. His dad told me that he wants it, man. He just wants it. He gets up at 5 in the morning shooting. It's still in the dark, And I used to do stuff like that. So when I heard that, I already knew.
Well known as a three-point shooter, was very consistent here. I mean, they're going over his four camp games. 4 for 9 this morning. He was 4 for 8 yesterday in one game. He was 3 for 6 in another. Opening night, he was 4 for 9. So that's a pretty good percentage. What do you think, Pat?
Yeah, good percentage, man. The guy can shoot, man. We've been doing all the talking. Let's hear from him. How'd you feel going into this camp? This is about your 3rd one, huh?
Yeah, it's my 3rd camp. I thought it went great. I was really excited for this camp, and especially being my 3rd year. Especially in past years, I've been kind of the underclassman, playing with a lot of older guys. And just this year being, the year where I'm one of the older guys, it was big for me. And again, I wanted to make a statement coming into this camp as to why I'm one of the top guards and why I'm very underrated. So,
well, when I watched you in the previous years and I saw that, you weren't getting as much shine, I'm like, he gonna have his day. I ain't even worried about it. So here it is right here. I'm sure you felt the same way.
Yeah, it's an evolution. We're talking to his dad, James, earlier about coming here year 1 as a freshman, holding his own but not making an all-star game yet. Next year he made a big step. Played well enough to get in the 2nd All-Star game this year. Not only did he get selected for the top game, he was consistently the best player, along with Quinn Costello here this year.
Yeah, man. I mean, watching this guy for the first time in the 8th grade, I fell in love with his game then. So, like I said, I don't expect anything but positive coming from this guy, watching him play. I ref some of his games too over at the MAP and stuff. And, that was kind of tough because when you know him, you don't want to give him calls, but at the same time, you don't want to not give him calls. So it's kind of tough. He don't be bothering me too much. He let me do my thing. Like, oh, come on, Pat, come on. Nah, he don't do none of that to me. I appreciate you for that too.
But I think the biggest transformation of his game, Pat, is he's going from being perceived, the perception, the image of being a scorer, shooter, to be the complete playmaker. The assist, double-figure assist. 9.5 assists in 4 camp games, including even in the All-Star game. I think he ended up with 4 assists in 17 minutes, which is a good rate of return there. The evolution of him as a complete playmaker, I think, bodes well for his future college destination, because now he was known as somebody who could hurt you with that 3-point dagger. He can also hurt you with the facilitation.
Is that something that you thought about growing up in the last few years, that maybe you were regarded more as a scorer than a playmaker, and you felt like you might needed to balance that out? How'd you feel about that?
I mean, absolutely. When you're putting up numbers, scoring-wise, people are going to see that, and they're immediately going to think that, he just shoots it all the time. So, I think that was something that I was really intentional about recently, and especially this weekend. Was just showing that I can score as well as pass the ball, and I'm just as good at both.
That kind of reminds me of Iverson, when he was on the Sixers, they were calling him a ball hog. Then he got in the rookie game, and he got the MVP with 16 points and 6 assists, and he was diming to everybody, barely even shooting. So, yeah, I knew you had it in you.
I mean, talking about this, the same topic, 11 assists game 1, 6 assists game 2. He had another 10 assists game 3 and 11 assists game 4. 3 out of the 4 games, double figures assist. That's hard to do in a camp setting, man.
It is.
When I used to play in my camps and get my mentality, I was lucky to get 3 assists. Even though I did play like Chris Corchian.
I hear you. What's some of the other competition that you may have taken note of that you thought were good in this camp?
I think all the guys were really good that I was playing against. A lot of top players. That was kind of a big motivation too, as to the weekend and the numbers and the wins even too that were put up. It was just good competition. You wanna perform.
Were you on the same team with Braden Kyman, your high school teammate?
Oh yeah, that was it. I was really excited when we got switched in the same group because we kind of already have the chemistry together, and I'm really excited for our next year.
And Braden played well too. He had some good games. He had an outstanding All-Star game.
He was a player of the game. Huh?
He was player of the game of the red team. I think he had a 15-point performance there, if I'm not incorrect. 6 for 8 from the field, 3 for 5 from 3. Forward with size, strength, shooting ability. Had 7 boards to go with those 15 points. And added a 3 assists, which is a skill I thought he was a little bit short-handed about.
What about his other teammate?
I'm joking.
Nah. What about his other teammate, Drew Anderson? He played well in one of those games.
He was kind of a late addition to the camp, and he held his own. He was on the verge of going to the top game. He was in the discussion and made the second game, played it very well. So Santa Margarita's looking really tough next year.
Uh-oh. Expectations, you ready for them?
Oh, absolutely. I think all 3 of us are ready for the expectations. Especially we're going to be seniors next year. We just want to win. We don't care about nothing else, and that's what we're going to do.
All right. 3 the hard way.